shit.
We gotta think of an intro.
What's poppin'? Brand new whip just hopped in. I got options. I can pass that bitch.
Let's start in.
What can we do, man? I can't do it, bro. I can't do it.
I kind of smirked at one point. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
What's up, everybody?
Big Green Flex here.
Sensei, at your service.
Welcome to another edition, episode of Easy Like Sunday Morning. Episode number 6.
6.
If I am correct.
Yeah,
I
6.
think I am.
That's crazy, bro. 6.
It is crazy because
6 of them hoe. 6 of them hoe.
But yeah, so welcome, guys. As always, we appreciate all the views, all the love, any new subscribers, any new viewers. And also, if you guys could like the video, that would be fantastic.
Yes.
Really helps us out if you do that.
And comment. Let us know like how you like them.
Yep.
All that stuff. Like whatever you would like us to know, just put in the comments. Like all that shit.
That's
really
what they're
helps us
there for.
out. Yeah, right.
So yeah, really appreciate everything though, guys. Like I said, episode number 6. Think we got a few good things to go over today.
Yeah. Some stuff. We're not going to mention or talk about anything of that deadly virus sweeping through. It's
As
just,
you're talking about it, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just kind of like
we're
not
put
gonna
that
get
off.
into it.
We're gonna
just
put
because
that off.
It's kind of fucking depressing. Really.
It is
like
kinda
to be
depressing.
honest, like I'd rather
So
enjoy
let's stop
other
talking about
things. Yeah. Well, shut the fuck up, bro.
All right, so go with my man. Go with my man Christian first, bro.
Yeah. All right. So there is rumors that he is going to be in the 4th Thor installment.
Christian Bale, by the way.
Christian Bale, Senor Batman, Bruce Wayne. They thought that he was going to be like a hero, possibly, but there's rumors that he's actually going to be a villain.
Which
So
I can see
hope
because
that
he has that like distinguished. You know what I'm saying? Just think about American Psycho, dude. Like, he's tapped into some characters, bro.
Yeah, he really has. He's a good actor, man. I've liked all of his movies.
So that'll be a good.
But Thor,
that should be interesting.
Thor 4 in general is going to be good. Like Ragnarok was insane. I've liked all the Thor movies, and I think this one's bringing back, or Natalie Portman will be in this one again, and I think that she ends up getting like the same type of powers. I have a feeling Thor might die in this movie.
Oh,
That's my. You heard it here first. I think that he's gonna die in Love and Thunder.
We're gonna see, I guess.
Yeah, and I think that she
When's it
is
come
gonna
out?
kind
Do
of
you
like
know?
take over. I don't know exactly when it's gonna come out. I have no clue. Actually.
Probably if
I
that
don't
article's
see.
just coming out, they probably don't have any release date information.
Yeah, no. I don't think it'll probably be like next year.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Probably like summer of next year. Usually,
Yeah.
superhero movies are during the summer, so.
Unless they've already like filmed it and like these are still just.
These are just like
they're
the hype
super
articles. They're trying to-
underground. Like
yeah.
they're not.
They're trying to
letting any
get little
information.
hints out there to like, you know, but
But I hope we see Christian Bale, and in the Marvel universe. That'll be cool.
that will be interesting.
Because he made his impact in the DC universe.
Mhm.
Like he's already done that, so it'd be cool to see him.
You know they're
play
doing
a
Batman
ground-
again, right? With what's his name? Robert Pattinson, I believe, unless they changed it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm ready for those shit shows.
Yeah,
oh my
so we'll see how
god,
that-
that's
how
gonna
that
be
goes.
terrible.
To be completely honest, though, he's a really good actor. He is.
I mean,
a good actor.
he's a good actor,
great actor.
but it's Batman.
I understand.
When you see somebody like Christian Bale play Batman the way he did,
that's what's going to
it's
be
the same-
difficult. But the thing is that like, dude, Robert Pattinson has some roles where like you see him kind of like different, and so I don't know. It's going to be interesting. He just needs to be bigger. Number one.
But like, look at like the Joaquin Phoenix and Heath Ledger situation. Heath Ledger definitely had probably the best
Great
Joker
and
portrayal,
different.
but Joaquin
character,
destroyed that role.
yeah.
So like, you would have to
That's what I'm
find
saying.
somebody
So it
to
could
do
be-
that same thing with that
But
role of
it
Batman.
it could end up being like that though. Maybe
could.
you might end up liking that
It
one.
could
but
be
Christian
Robert
Bale
Pattinson,
is like
but he's pale.
Dude,
they're gonna have to put the makeup on him and shit. Yeah.
Anyway,
he's a pale motherfucker for real.
But yeah, so that is interesting though. Christian Bale, has he done anything like recently?
I don't.
Like anything really big? I don't think so.
He doesn't have to.
Exactly.
For those 3 movies, he doesn't have to.
What was that movie he was in that he got like fat for when he was Jennifer Lawrence? I think it is.
He got fat?
Yeah. One second.
Huh.
American Hustle. That was a pretty good movie. Oh, I wouldn't say it was like a great movie, but yeah.
I don't think I saw that, bro.
It was pretty good though. I liked it.
It had Jennifer Lawrence in it?
Mm-hmm. And he like got fat. Like he was like kind of chubby.
Speaking of Jennifer Lawrence, did you ever see Red Sparrow?
No.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, you have to see that movie. It's like, she's basically, I don't want to say too much, but it's basically based around an organization in Russia that takes in women and basically just forms them into the ultimate spy. And it's ridiculous, bro. Like, she is a fucking badass in this movie. Like, oh my god.
There you go.
God,
Red Sparrow.
Watch Red Sparrow for sure.
I'm
if
gonna
you
check
haven't
it out.
seen that, oh my god. Jennifer Lawrence's performance
Also,
is
I mean,
so
we're
good.
kind of, but it doesn't matter. Just let's go. Fucking, there's a new movie on Netflix that I meant to watch the other night, and then my buddy actually sent me the Instagram post to it today, with Mark Wahlberg and Post Malone is in it. It's called Cowboy Cerrone, I guess is how it's said.
Cowboy Cerrone?
Yeah, but it's on wait, that's another actor. It's Spencer Confidential. That's what it's called. The Cowboy Cerrone. That's the dude. I'm an idiot, but yeah. Spencer
Wait, let me see
Confidential.
who it was.
Is this guy? I don't know who this guy is, but I think the guy on the left, that dude.
Yeah, he's a UFC fighter.
Oh shit, he is.
Yeah, bro.
Damn, dude, I've been unplugged. But yeah, so him, Post Malone, and Mark Wahlberg, I think, is the main character in it. But it's called Spencer Confidential, and it just came out on Netflix I think a week ago or something.
Nice.
But yeah, I've been meaning to watch it, and my buddy Randy, Randy, freaking sent me a post on Instagram linking to it.
Where has he been?
He
because he hasn't been on COD at all.
I think he gets on here and there. No, he gets on Fortnite. That's the thing. He plays Fortnite.
Oh, he plays Fort still.
And I try I hop on every once in a while.
It's because he's bad at COD. That's why, low key. He's good. Like, he was a good teammate. Like, if we can, now knowing what we know,
yeah,
we should get, he needs to hop on
him more than fucking.
Because he's a PlayStation player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get him on the team, we'd be doing good. He was a good teammate to have on the back end because he wasn't brainless.
Yeah, he actually
he got kills. He knew what was going on. Yeah, I just like talking shit. You know me.
No, yeah, of course.
But he was a good teammate.
Shouts out to Randy. Yeah. That's the homie for sure. But yeah, so check that out, Spencer Confidential. And then what was the other one? Red Sparrow.
Yeah, Red Sparrow for sure. That's a good movie. But I think going back to original topic, I think Thor, Love and Thunder is going to be crazy. And I hope we see.
I mean, Marvel, dude, they really don't ever mess anything up,
hope,
to be honest.
Yeah. When you have all that money, it's like you better not.
Yeah, exactly.
You
now,
better
now
not.
It's Disney.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Dude, Disney is literally like the monopoly.
Bro.
They literally
my man Walt, bro, was like. I wonder if he foresaw this. Huh?
He said, "I want more."
Yeah. Right. Keep getting more.
Let me see here.
But yeah. I hope we see him as a villain. That would be fucking cool. That would be really fucking cool, man.
Oh no, here it is.
What you got, bro?
So this guy, by the name of, is this his name? Mark Lee Dixon. In Texas, has been going around to different cities and towns and trying to get their local government to pass ordinances to ban abortions. First off, I don't know why you're so driven, this is your lifelong dream to do this shit. That's kind of weird, but the other thing is
that's
man, it's not you as a man shouldn't be determined to do this, like to take that right now. Don't get me wrong, abortion, like you have your own feelings about it, but like you shouldn't. Your goal shouldn't be to take that decision away from the woman. You should let the woman decide if they want to do it. Number one, or number two, like if they feel that it's right or not.
Yeah, I feel like that is more of like a woman's decision and shit.
And even if it's not a woman's decision, even if we are leaving it up to the government and leave it up to the fucking government, why are you getting involved? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you trying to do this? Like, what? I feel like people like this, something happened in their life that made them want to go out.
That's usually how it happens, bro.
Something in the subconscious derived into this.
Yep. That's usually what happened. Or what happens in general. That's just weird, though. That is kind of weird. Like, I see how a lot of people would probably be like, oh, he's a hero. He's a hero. If like, you're pro-life and shit.
Like, a die-hard, you know what I'm saying? But, like...
I feel like... I personally think it's, like, pro-choice.
And that's my thing. It's like, I've always been... Like, I feel a certain way about some things. I feel like... That's why I think, like, the whole, like, party thing is kind of stupid. Because it's like, people just should have an opinion about different things. Like, I'm kind of a pro-choice belief in a way. You know what I'm saying? So, like... Because it's not my decision. Like, I mean, it is if you help her get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? True. But just in general, it's like, that shit is not... Like, why are you going to fucking different cities and towns and fucking...
And, yeah.
Like...
It's weird. Man. That is very weird.
And like I said, it's always just some other shit that is spiraling. But it just sucks because it's like, you see people like this and it's like there's a lot of people doing shit like this that you don't know about. And it's like taking little rights away like that.
And like a big thing too, like with abortion is like what about the women that get raped? And then they don't want they don't want a kid. They don't want to give birth to a kid that resembles the person who raped them. That gray
line that like
I feel like for that it should be able. Now if you were too dumb, I'd say you like should think about it first before you just like ex-nay them.
Well, because
like for situations like that, it should always be an option. Because I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to carry a kid for 9 months, give birth to that kid, and then raise a kid that resembles the fucking person who raped me. Not only resembles,
but you know that it came from that.
Yeah, and like that, there's blood in your child that is in that man.
It's a freaking like
it's kind of a curse.
I feel like I got cursed. Yeah. Like so, it's.
There should always be a choice for that type.
But
of
also abortion, it's like I feel like it's different. Like if it's like a young couple that just made a mistake and they're not ready and they make the decision to do it, and then there's like the people that get an abortion every fucking year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that are just like out there getting.
It's crazy to think that's how black and white it is. Really, like there's very rare, like I don't know. The whole system itself is designed, I think, as population control in a sense, but
it's. I don't know. I feel like what he's doing is just fucking pointless.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Like
mind your business, dude. Stay in your fucking lane. Or if you're not, then fucking get shot. I don't know.
Fuck that shit. Bro, I also found this shit right here. So, I've been following a little bit like the SpaceX and
That's
shit.
The homie right there.
Elon Musk, like him, like trying to make that spaceship to go to Mars and shit. Which, obviously, he's probably gonna end up doing it. But apparently, he called.
Dude, he's not a human.
When was this? March 6th. Today when this article came out. March 6th when this article came out. So I think last Sunday at 1 a.m. or some shit like that, he called in an all hands meeting at the SpaceX factory in, was it Texas? Yeah, somewhere along the coast of Texas or something like that.
Yeah.
But all hands meeting at 1 a.m. and they called the meeting to ask his engineers why the factory wasn't open 24/7, getting his shit done. And apparently, like the engineers had said something about they needed more hands on deck, they needed more people to rotate shifts. So they ended up hiring 252 people within the next like few days. So crazy. Now there's literally around the clock 24/7 work on a spaceship even crazier? To carry crew and cargo to and from Mars.
Who are the motherfuckers that they called? Who are those 252 people? Because you know they were just some fucking great engineer scientists they had on speed dial. Maybe they didn't even call.
Maybe it was just like we're hiring now, and everybody's like, oh. Boop, boop, boop,
they're not letting they're designing a spaceship that's going to go into Mars. They're calling people that know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, probably. And a lot of them, half of them could be just hired for this specific job.
Well, that's what it is. It's
And once
all
it's done,
contractors that they
yeah,
literally
yeah.
just boom. But that's what I'm saying. Who are those people? That's the people that you need to know.
Yeah, very true. They know how to fucking do
Yeah,
shit, yeah.
like, but it's crazy though, because Elon Musk is not a fucking human, dude. I think he's an alien, or he's a I don't know what the fuck he is. I love it, dude. I love his work ethic. I love the fact that he's still a human.
He's
being
about it,
in a
bro.
way.
Like he's about his bread, and he's also
Even
about
just
like
he's not
trying
human.
to futurize
Further
us,
life.
basically. Like
Yeah.
we're like he's trying to throw us into a whole different.
Have you seen his thing with Joe Rogan when he's on?
Yes, that's
Yo.
just good.
I mean, remember when he's talking about AI?
Yep.
Like, it's crazy, like, to hear his perspective on it because, like, it makes a lot of sense. And it's just, like, I don't know, motherfuckers like that, like him and, like, Brian Cox, dude, like, if you listen to Brian Cox talk about stuff, it's like, yo, like, these people are not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're literally intellectuals. Like, they were derived from space or they were fucking sent down from
Star
aliens or
children.
something. Yeah, like, some shit, dude. Like, it's crazy.
That is true though.
Because, like, sometimes, like, I think about some introspective shit or I like to research shit, but, like, the organic thought of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, I think it'd be so cool to learn about that kind of stuff, to know about.
It would be.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think we should ever go like an AI route. I remember, I don't know if I told you about Bill Burr talking about that in his latest stand-up. Talking about AI getting to the point where like you can actually like, it would know what you like to eat. It would know when you came home from work,
for, like,
so
a
that it
wife
could
or
make
whatever?
shit or shit like that. He said like, if it came to
He's like,
that,
it's over for y'all.
if it came to that, women would just naturally, you know, draft towards having a AI husband that does everything, cleans everything, fucks the shit out of them good, that type of shit. And then men would just move to AI girls that make them sandwiches whenever and suck them off whenever they want to. Like, and then it would literally divide to the point where no more babies are being born.
oh, yeah.
And then
It's all AI.
yeah, everybody's just has an AI
Everyone's gonna
girlfriend or
die
AI
off.
wife. Yeah,
But by that time,
that was his theory on like it
how
was
everything's
crazy.
gonna-
Yeah,
that's
like,
crazy. That actually, but the thing is, I feel like by that time, have you watched Altered Carbon yet? No.
No.
Altered Carbon, great show. I think I talked about it in the last episode. Did I? I don't know. Altered Carbon, great show. Pretty much, you can transfer your consciousness, and it's called a stack. It's like this little thing. They can transfer it into different bodies, into different sleeves. So you can live forever, pretty much. But
So you get to
what I was
80
gonna
years
say-
old, throw your shit into a 20-year-old body and keep going.
Yeah, it's that simple.
That's
And
kind of like Orochimaru and Naruto.
I was gonna say that by that time we could probably have something like that, to where you would like just keep getting re-sleeved.
Yeah, but if it doesn't go to that, then
It would
it
die
would
off,
probably
which is
go-
fine.
it
Fuck
would
it.
probably go
Earth
to the
needs
moon.
to have another rejuvenation.
but think
of
about
life,
that point.
dude.
If everybody dies off, then it's just literally a planet with running
nothing,
with
and
AI.
then it
AI.
will. Oh, the AIs would still be here.
We would die
that's
off,
true.
but all the AI, living AI, would be here. The
So
planet
what-
would literally
what-
turn full.
Okay, but now, okay. So here's a question though: if humans were to die off because we're not populating, and the AIs were still existing after the humans died off, is the AI going to be able to have like organic cognitive thought and like be able to do stuff for itself, or is it not going to be programmed for that, and then they're just going to be walking around aimlessly?
It would all depend on programming.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
So if it got to the point where they were smart enough to where they were basically conscious, then yes,
eventually
they'd probably
they would
function.
think about, okay,
Like,
yeah,
if we use
they're gonna
AI
be like,
for
oh,
jobs,
my husband isn't here, but I'm gonna go turn the
Yeah.
TV on still, or I'm gonna go do something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or if we used AI for jobs,
But
factories,
if they were,
building
they were
things.
programmed only to, like, do things like, okay, at 7:00 make dinner, at 8:00 set up whatever, at, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they were programmed only to do that,
But if they were programmed to listen or to, you can't. They would have to.
Bro, that's so deep.
They
like,
would have, but they would have to discover consciousness for the AI.
But
at
it's
that
not
certain
even-
point, it would be that they
but
would
it's not
literally just
even-
do the same thing.
It's not even
Until they-
consciousness though, because there's actually an episode on Electric Dreams, which is a show like Black Mirror on Amazon, and there's an episode where there's like a hub that provides services and food and stuff to like different parts of the world, and it's like just an AI hub, and like if you have difficulties, they send an AI like customer support thing to you to help you and shit, and they're like literally they end up capturing it and studying it, and they're because it's like an AI, but it has free thought. But it's not a conscious thing. It's still a robot, but they designed it to where it could have free thought. Like the transmitters were able to send random information that created, you know what I'm saying? Like to make it like a person. And then, I mean, it turns out, I'll just give you a spoiler on it. It turns out, well, I guess Electric Dream is also a great show. It's like Black Mirror on Amazon. Check that out. But that episode, it turns out they were actually all robots too.
The people?
Yeah. And it's like, it's crazy because it makes you think like, okay, like is AI going to get to a point where it's free thought? Because literally think your brain is just electromagnetic, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just radio waves and
which can be
electric waves. That's all it is.
Which can
like,
be replicated
with technology. Yes. Like
I think if it gets to that point, yes, they will start to build and keep things going on their own. But if it's more of a programming thing, like you're programmed to suck me off when I say suck me off, you're programmed to make a sandwich when I say make a sandwich, or you're programmed to clean the toilet when I say clean the toilet or something like that, then yeah, they're just going to sit here if everybody dies off. They're just going to sit there and do the same shit.
Have nothing to
but if it is free thought, yeah, they'll be like, all right, word. Like,
yeah.
I feel like, because at that point, if they have free thought, they'd be able to understand that you're dead and died off.
Yeah, exactly.
And they'll be able to process that everybody else has died off.
Just
too.
imagine if that happened and the AIs ended up staying after human life and like
ended up making the planet and
say
saving
1,000 years. I'm about to say 1,000 years
Saving
from now,
it.
some people, some other aliens or humans somewhere like visit and see the Earth and like
it's thriving.
It's literally
trash,
just
no more trash.
Yeah,
like,
no trash. Oceans are clear. Fucking the buildings are perfectly built and do not fall or do not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
no fault.
Cars are flying.
Dude, that would be crazy. It's back to like, that would be crazy if they like even went as far as like taking down certain cities that shouldn't be in like certain places, like California. They just completely wiped California because it's built on that fault.
Yeah,
there's all those faults in there.
So they're like, why would people live here? Why would they do that?
So they put it
idiots.
back to
so
regular,
we're AI,
natural.
we're smart. We're gonna put it in. Yeah,
and we're gonna make cities more.
No, it's even crazier to think about. What if that happened already?
What?
What if there were advanced civilizations already, but then something in the Earth happened, or something in space happened to where we did have to get restarted? Which is why we find these ancient artifacts that are like,
bro, this shit's crazy, bro. Like this shit is actually really crazy.
Well, no one wants to have that conversation though.
No, bro. There was actually a show Alex was watching where it was about the
where's
mines.
your charger? Your shit's about to die.
Oh shit! No, I forgot to hook it up.
Good thing I fucking saw that shit, dude.
Yeah, right. That would have been fucking terrible. Fucking horrible. Oh, fuck. No, but it was a show on, like, the mines. And these dudes had this, I forgot what they called it. It was, it's kind of like a satellite feed thing, but it showed the land in this weird greenish view. And it basically cuts out all the trees and shit and shows it as like a flat plain with hills, where hills are and shit. And it cuts out all the debris, all the brush, all the trees, all that shit, so you can just see for miles. Like if there's any mounds or anything like that. Old like trails that are like basically in the ground itself that have been there for
like ever.
Yeah, thousands of years. And when they put that on, like through that and through like going through like South Carolina or South America and shit like that, they found that there was twice as much fucking Mayans and shit like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And the kingdoms were massive.
For sure.
Like I'm talking, like the ruins that they have now that you can go on are not even
ruins. Close.
Most of them are just grown over.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Like that, like, and it was huge, bro. And like they had routes. They through that they found out that like a lot of the Mayans actually would use like the streams throughout the forest that are now dried up and shit like that.
Yep.
They used to use those as routes to get to other like civilizations from the ocean.
Because no water
they
connects.
found like outposts on like the riverbeds, like next to the riverbeds, like outposts and shit. I guess where people like checkpoints and shit like that. Like it's crazy, bro.
It is crazy. They were fucking smart as shit.
Smart as shit. And like they're doing like excavations and finding old like, bro, the shit that they made back then was just incredible. Like plates, the china, the statues, the little figures that they had, figurines of the gods and stuff like that.
See, my thing is, and the reason why I feel like that what I was talking about earlier happened, or like something was here or whatever, is because if you look at all of these different ancient civilizations, like Mayans, Aztecs, and then even before that, like the was the Mesopotamians and fucking Sumerians and shit. Like,
I think so.
The Sumerians I know for sure, but there was like 3 others in like right around like Egypt and shit. Like, dude, these civilizations, if you look at all their artifacts and stuff, they all resemble each other in ways. They all their like hieroglyphics and like their pictures of depictions of stuff all resemble each other. Like, they all draw people that are like bigger, or they draw them with wings, or they draw them like even in spaceships. There's some artifacts where like literally there's like a person in like a flying saucer, it looks like, and then there's like people down here looking up like this, and then there's like the sun in the back. Like, how are you telling me that? How did they just draw that? Yeah. They saw a motherfucker in the sky in a flying saucer and was like, "What the fuck? He must be a god." Yeah. So they depicted him as a god. Or the biggest thing is like,
and they wrote in hieroglyphs.
The people that drew the certain civilizations and certain depictions when people have wings, it's because at that time when there wasn't really language or developed, there wasn't airplanes and shit. They depicted flight as what? A bird. So if they saw a person flying, or they saw a person like in something that was carrying them in the air, what are they going to depict that as? Wings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy, man. It's really crazy,
dude.
I go on and on about
But what's crazy about that too is like the pyramids and all that shit. We can't replicate those. Today. We can't build.
And there's like a crazy thing. Let me see if I can find this video. There's a crazy thing where this guy was talking about. He's like an ancient, not ancient. He's he studies all this shit. And he was talking about how like all the dimensions of the pyramid and like the location of them are perfectly aligned with like 50 different things in the universe. Like, between the dimensions, like how they're calculated to compare to the actual specific location of that part of the universe. Like, bro, it's crazy. 1 second, pyramid.
That's wild. I didn't even know that. And that's like, there's pyramids in Antarctica. Remember seeing about that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's shit that we don't even know about because they're just not visited yet. Wait, pyramid.
I feel like the government knows something, man. I'm always gonna believe that. But religion makes too much money, and everybody, like most of the people in the world, rely on religion. That's their backbone.
Mm-hmm.
So you tell somebody that religion's bullshit and that there's actually other beings out there and we were created some other way. Chaos.
Alright, I can't find the video, but oh no, wait, here it is. Come on. I'm pretty sure this is it.
So is it the same? If we go out, we're going to see the same sky that they saw in ancient Greece. Well,
is this it? Maybe it's not. I don't
see,
know. Find out.
The North Pole of the Earth kind of rotates around. It takes a long time, 26,000 years. It's a slow effect.
This dude's smart as fuck, isn't he?
On their shirt sleeve up in the sky.
I don't think this is it.
Year to do particular rituals.
Whatever, we're good.
Saying it. But either way, yeah, we're taking too much time on that. There's a video out there where the guy is talking about all the calculations of the pyramids, and he's explaining how like it's just crazy to think like how there's no way that they would have done that by accident. Was his point? Like, there's no way, like, because it was like the depth and the width and the height of the pyramid. If you take all of those numbers and multiply them together, or like use their locations in the universe, it's like directly where like certain stars are, directly where the sun is going to be aligned to, and like it's like there's no way that they just did that and it happened to be like that. No, something told them, or someone told them to do it like that,
and gave them the
ability, or someone did it, and they just fucking. In the history books, they just drew a picture of freaking people dragging these things.
Yeah, you're right. They could have. I mean, we don't know like how.
Shit, they could have brought it here like that, for all we fucking know.
That's crazy.
Anyway, all right. So I think we should go on to music now.
Yeah,
We're going to talk about a few other
there's
things.
There's some good shit out.
There's a lot of music out right now. March supposedly is
there's some
there's
good
supposed to be
shit
a lot of
out.
stuff. First and foremost, we got CJ Fly. He has dropped his project. It's called Rude Boy.
Rude Boy.
And I ain't
It's
gonna
great.
change.
And I ain't gonna change.
So it's got
great.
13 songs. I've only listened to the first half. Back half, I'm sure is great.
Yeah,
but
same.
Greatness.
I've only listened to
CJ Fly is part of the Pro Era group. We've dropped them a few times
Pro
on this
Era,
podcast.
if you don't know,
Joey
Badass.
Yeah, Joey Badass,
Capital
Capital
Steez,
Steez, Nick Caution, Desi Hines, CJ Fly. Like it's a whole
Hey La
movement.
Soul.
But go check them out.
Leaving
Great
no
music.
hope for these hoes. We leaving no hope.
That's from Freestyle.
Nah,
That's from
isn't that Pete?
the
Apocalypse.
Yeah. But no, it's 13 songs, great so far. CJ Fly is a great rapper. He's a
my
lyricist.
God. Yeah,
The whole Pro Era team
fantastic.
is they're all lyricists and like kind of boom bap style, but he does more because they're all kind of from like Jamaican roots.
Yeah.
So like he kind of has a song it's called Rude Boys, kind of has that. So it's definitely a good album. Check it out for sure.
Yeah, he's amazing.
The whole group is
He really
fucking
is.
fire.
Yeah, the whole group's fucking crazy.
Next up the line, we got Lil Uzi, who finally dropped Eternal a Take.
I don't listen to shit people, so I wouldn't know anything about
I love Uzi just because I love him as a person, but his music can be either like really good or really trash. But for the most part, I actually like the album so far. There's some like, cause he's not going like rapping with it. He's making it more like the music he's trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, he
so
might.
which is why
I gotta
like
listen to it, but I've usually haven't been a fan of Uzi. Like
Yeah.
you're right, like who he is as a person and shit like that. He's like a chill dude.
And like I like that his music now reflects that, because before it was like he had that personality, but he was trying to rap because that's what was cool. But now it's like his music is actually like just fucking kind of yeah. So, but yeah, Eternal a Take, go check that out as well. I know a lot of Lil Uzi, that project like people been waiting for years. So, we also got Royce da 5'9" who dropped his shit a few weeks ago, but we kind of glanced over.
It was this week.
No, it said February 22nd is when it came out.
Oh, was it 22nd? Damn.
But yeah,
I think
Royce
we
da
did talk
5'9"
about
is
that last time.
you know, I wouldn't.
Royce is fire. Don't even.
No.
let him
I was
say
gonna
anything.
say he's a legend in the game, but like that's kind of a loose way to use the term
he's
legend.
a fucking legend, bro.
But when you talk about legend, talking about like Eminem and Biggie and whatever. But anyway,
Bro, he's a
point being,
Royce is a fucking legend. Royce is fire.
nice. Royce is nice as fuck. And so his shit,
Royce
he's got,
is a monster.
he's got a lot of tracks on. He's got 22 tracks. Looks like a lot of features. I've only listened to a couple songs off of it, but
It's good.
looks like a lot of interesting features. It's called The Allegory.
Bro, what was it? His song with who was it? God, I can't remember the name. I haven't gotten like the names down yet, but
no, it's
what was it?
I like the artwork on it too.
Dope Man was really good. And then On the Block. On the Block is DJ Premier and then Oswin Benjamin. And Oswin
It's gotta
Benjamin's
be
a
fire.
monster.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro, that's a good fucking song. And he's got one with West Side Gun. Benny
He's got
the
a
Butcher,
lot
bro.
of,
Benny the Butcher, King Crooked.
Yep. Vince
Cy Riley
Staples
Kid.
on Young World.
Bruh, Sahai, the Black Savage is good too. With Sahai the Prince, White Gold's Cy Riley Kid. Dude. Vince Staples? Oh, yeah, dude. It's so
Yeah,
good.
That's definitely. I'm gonna have to play that all the way through. And
It's
just,
good. It's good. For sure.
But yeah, Royce 5'9", go check that out. The Allegory. We have, and this was kind of a surprise, I think, for me, just because I really haven't been staying on it. But Janae Eiko released, I guess it's Chilambo or Chilambo, but it's her new album. Just dropped on Friday, I believe. Artwork's pretty cool on it, but
Let me see what it looked like. Yeah, that's
she
cool.
posted the picture on Instagram, and I was just scrolling through and didn't really like look at the caption or anything. And then next, you know, my friend was like, "You know, Janae Eiko released a new album." I was like, "Oh no, I didn't." And then I was like, "Oh shit, makes sense." But 20 songs on that one, and I've listened to the first 5, I think. No, first 4. So far so good. I love her music. I mean, as a person, she's awesome. Her music is awesome.
Yeah,
her voice
she's
is awesome.
Great.
She is. I really like that. she's not like she's a superstar for sure, but she's not like how am I trying to say this? Like she's not like out here like where you're seeing her everywhere and doing all this. You know what I'm saying? Like she drops her
more
music
secluded,
and she has her Instagram and she's
she knows she's
shit.
fire. She doesn't have to be out
she's
here
not
promoting all that.
Yeah,
she knows
I don't
she's
know.
fire.
It's just I like that.
She's not in your face. All this like TMZ, Janae,
and all this
doing
extra
this,
or just all the extra promotion and shit.
Yeah, or like just dumb shit. Nobody gives a fuck.
But no,
she knows
music
she's good.
is great.
She makes good music.
A lot of interesting features on the album too, so go check that out. Yeah, and then just in general, I know there's a lot of other albums coming in March, so we'll make sure to keep y'all updated on those.
A fucking drink, my guy.
All right.
I have to listen to that album though. But she makes really good music.
And we are at.
Does she have any features on any rappers?
36. Yeah, she's got she got Big Sean on there.
Oh shit.
She's got Ab Soul on there. She's got Nas on there. John Legend.
Nas.
Yeah.
What?
Dollar Sign, man.
Dude, that's legendary.
Dr. Chill.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, she's got some interesting features.
I like that setup though.
And that fits her music. All those people fit her music.
Oh, true.
Like it would make no sense for her to get on a song with like fucking I don't know.
Another singer or something like that.
like a Gucci Man. You know what I'm saying? Like it would make no sense to have that kind of feature. She needs a feature that is like that, like Ab Soul or Nas, or even Big Sean could tap into that role sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Actually, so I Uber, by the way, if I haven't talked about that before. One of the people I had in the car, we were talking about shit because I had like a Chris Brown song on, and they were like talking about, oh yeah, we hate Chris Brown because of what happened or whatever, and
about the Rihanna thing.
yeah. So
all that time.
Besides the point, so
are you fucking serious?
she asked me to play some Big Sean, and I was like,
snowflakes.
all right. So I played some Big Sean, and she was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I feel like Big Sean didn't really get the recognition he deserved, like coming up, because, and we talked about it for a minute, and I think it's because he came out when like Cole, Kendrick, Drake, like all these big names were coming through with some heat. So like when
he still made his way.
He was fire. Yeah, no.
Detroit
definitely.
His Detroit mixtape.
And Big Sean, like as a name, like everyone knows who Big Sean is. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like I feel like as
Marvin
far as
Gaye,
bars, or like
Chardonnay.
as far as bars or just like actual hype, like no one, like he had his hypeness for a little bit, but like I feel like it didn't carry as well as the others.
Like
but
Hall of Fame, his album Hall of Fame
Greatness.
was.
You didn't like it? It was alright. No, you know what? Album was great? 1 second. Hall of Fame was okay.
The one with Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay on it. That was like
Dark Sky Paradise was a good
Which
album.
one?
Dark Sky Paradise.
Yeah,
That was a good album.
What was it? That was the one on.
And I Decided was a good album too. Well, it was okay. There were some good ones, but
my favorite
shit.
work by him is Detroit.
Yeah,
His mixtape.
that
Detroit.
mixtape. If y'all have never heard that and you're a Big Sean fan, then you shouldn't even call yourself a Big Sean fan.
24
But
carats of gold.
but definitely go check out that mixtape. It came out. Dude,
Dreaming
when was
about
that?
diamonds and pearls.
13,
yeah, diamonds
14?
and pearls. And enough money, I could rule the world.
Bro, that
if
was-
I rule the world, yeah.
Bro, let me go get it on spin roll because
Sometimes I gotta grab a fat ass to see if it's real. I specifically remember no heat in the winter. Now I supply heat to the yo.
Oh, because yeah,
Cole
Cole wanted. Oh,
yeah, remember
oh
Cole?
my god,
You already knew that
dude.
was Cole, bro.
Bro,
He said they should teach us taxes. Instead, they're at the chalkboard teaching us ass backwards.
Bro, oh my god, I forgot.
Like their
about
teachings
that
are ass
greatness,
backwards, but the
dude.
SSA, like the
Tell me half it and 100 voice. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I forgot about all these, dude.
dude, fucking
forgot
gyms.
about all this
It's,
shit.
it's all one big gym, bro.
That might be his
Shout
best,
out to
his
Big
best
Sean.
work.
I love it. I love it.
24 karat. Bro, that was one. Oh, remember these
Lately,
guys?
I've been thinking about diamonds and pearls.
Oh man, I can't think about that.
On another person though too, I just found out about this dude. His name is HD Ben Dope.
He played a couple songs
Ben
of
Dope.
his.
I don't know if you can see.
For me, pretty good. He can tap into a few
but-
different flows.
Yeah,
seems like.
he's pretty good. Like he dropped that was a single he dropped this year. He's only got one album, but he has a bunch of like really fucking good singles. So check him out. HD Ben Dope. The name sounds like it's gonna be whack, but he's a lyricist. Like, he's really good.
No, I'm just kidding. He's fire.
Shout out to my boy Tomas. He's the one who showed me about him too at work yesterday. He's like, "Yo, you heard about this dude?" I'm like, "HD Bendope." I was like, "Bro, it sounds like you're about to play like the wackest artist right now."
And then being fire.
Yeah, and I was like, "Yo, like I'm getting his shit on my phone."
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's about like for the new music. I think that's it.
Yeah, but
Obviously,
there's
still
a lot
rocking
coming,
Circles and Deluxe coming for Circles for
Isn't
Mac
it like
Miller.
the end of this month?
I think it's the end. I think so.
Or like the middle
So
of
it's
this
gonna
month or some
be
shit?
more songs for Circles. Basically, oh my god! I hope we get at least like 10 more songs.
Oh, you think so?
I hope.
I thought they were gonna drop like 4 on us or 5. Like,
Mac Miller was the GOAT, man.
he really was.
That's my favorite.
A lot of times I have hit
Rapper.
the Circles album just like
That's my favorite
shuffling,
music artist.
or like just Mac shuffling on while I'm Ubering, because like everyone, like, even if you don't know who Mac is, his music, you can listen to it and be like, this is a good song. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He does get kind of vulgar sometimes, like.
but yeah, that's why I made sure like it was on Circles or it was on Swimming. Is it Swimming Pools? Is that the name of the album? Swimming. There you go. Yeah, like
Swimming,
on one
Circles.
of those albums.
Swimming and
Cinderella with Ty Dolla $ign. That's actually a really
it's a
good song.
Yep. And then the Divine Feminine.
Yep.
That album's crazy.
Oh, I have it on that one too. Yep.
It's a good
Dang,
album.
you forget how many, bro.
The work that he actually put
Yeah,
in,
like-
like he was actually making great fucking
Because
music.
remember, those albums were from Warner Brothers because he had that deal for 10
Yeah,
mil.
Warner Brothers. So it was.
Remember he
Good
dropped
AM,
that song?
Good AM, Divine Feminine, and
Swimming, and Circles.
Circles.
Because I think it was a 5 or 6 album deal or something like that.
Either way, he got 10 mil off Rip.
Yeah, I know.
And they were like,
Remember he made that
they were like, you
song.
don't have to change your music. You can keep making the same shit. We're just here's $10 million. So
Well,
basically-
when was the lyric? He was like, I put the
I put the cocaine away.
I'm drinking coffee a bunch. He
Just
dropped
some
that
raps.
song when that news dropped.
Just some raps.
Yeah, just some raps here, nothing to see. Something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
If you've never heard that song,
Bro, I've never been so hyped for an album.
could we play
Ever.
it? It's probably not copyrighted because he released it for himself.
Did he though? I don't know. I don't want
Oh,
to even play it,
man.
bro.
It's
Because
so
like people are gonna be like,
fire.
"Oh, you're
Oh.
using his music and shit," even though we're sitting here praising this
Yeah,
man. Like,
like, it was
oh,
so
copyright.
fire,
You're
bro.
praising that guy and giving him credit. Like,
Crazy,
whatever.
dude.
But yeah.
R.I.P. to the
Put the cocaine
the
away.
goat,
I'm
man.
drinking coffee a bunch. So what you in it for? Pretty sure it's more than a hunch or a formula for defeating the former order and such a warrior. I'm too much.
Oh my God,
he's
dude.
crazy.
He used to have the little like.
What do you say? I'm walking on the roof and feel the shingles. Oh yeah, I feel the shingles slip or the shingles break or something. He's crazy.
All right, so, fuck.
No, I never tire with these firestones, so might as well retire. Gonna find a home.
I was like,
He always ends his verses
On
so
some crazy shit.
Like New Faces V2.
if you
Like, cause I'm
also
gonna go out the same
another
way I
we've
came
dropped
in,
the Faces
right by
album
the pussy with nothing on my mind.
on this podcast. But if you've never heard that album or that song, New Face of V2, Earl Sweatshirt, and who's the other person on it?
Dash.
Dude, he says,
Lung still. He's like, heart still numb from the shit in the soda. So the
no, what the
generation
fuck
lost.
was the M bar? You just said it.
Cause I'ma go out the same way I came in, right by the pussy with nothing on my mind.
And then the beat drops. So anyway, we gotta stop talking about this.
In
I'm gonna
09, we
start
was
crying.
still on a bus.
I'm gonna start crying.
Before
All
Knox
right.
was a Lux, when I didn't have a brush was still.
So something that we wanted to do for
Before
y'all
I
today.
cleaned up a bit like his company coming. Yo, I'm telling you, bro,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
legendary, bro. It's legendary.
Yeah, Earl's fire too. But anyway, all right. Something that we wanted to do for y'all today.
So y'all know that we've been like homies for
Bro.
14, 15, 16 years.
And
A long time.
some of y'all
long time.
know that the brain cells in our heads sometimes don't like click. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's fine, right? That's fine. That's okay. It's just a matter of when you recognize those situations.
And you look back on them.
Yeah. So I think
We were
dude,
sitting
I
here
was
talking about
probably-
thinking about a story that happened. We were just thinking about some shit that happened like when we lived in the same cul-de-sac at each other, and we came across
I was probably
one
like,
memory.
dude, I had to be 10 maybe 11, probably 10.
How old
Had to
are you
be
right
10.
now?
I'm 24 right now. And what I'm talking about, because
So
I
I'm a
moved
year and
in.
a half.
I
younger than
moved
you.
in into that house when I was 10. So I had to be 10 because I think
You
it
were
was
11.
like recent.
It was
Maybe
like
I was
a-
11. Maybe it
I
was a
think you were
little.
like 11.
Either way, point being, so
Because I wasn't 10 yet.
this mofo lives across the street from me, kind of like in the cul-de-sac, right? So we hang out all the time. So there was one time, and now this is like, it's a vague memory, so I got to try and piece it together, but
We were just sitting in your garage.
yeah. Or
Like,
or in my room
you got-
or something. I think the garage was open, like we were like skating or not skating, but maybe riding our bikes. We were doing something.
A lot
like,
of the time, I just sat.
or like just
We just sat on the fucking
Yep.
freezer.
or
out
we would
there
shoot
and just
sit there and just shoot the basketball or something.
bored.
Like, yeah,
as fuck.
nothing. Just
Before you guys hear where this story goes, just know when you live in a cul-de-sac in the suburbs,
Bubbers.
in Wilmington,
No, it's bubbers, bro.
there isn't shit to do, especially
Well,
when
not
you're
only
9
that
years
is that
old
like we
or
were
11.
we were young, and at this time like video games really weren't. I mean, like we had PlayStation 2s and stuff, but like they were fun, but it wasn't like how it is today. It wasn't like you could hop on your phone or hop on multiplayer. Like you played a game and you got bored of it. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, we played story.
all right,
like story
enough
mode
preface.
games.
So one time we're sitting there bored as fuck, right? And it was probably a Saturday, a Sunday, I don't fucking know. But so we're chilling. It's a nice day outside. And I don't think it was me. To be honest, I think it was this motherfucker.
No, it was
right
me.
here.
It was a newspaper on the ground.
And this dude had okay, so it was a newspaper on the ground, and he had the brightest idea, right? And his idea was to take the newspaper, right? And then from there you would place grass. And I'm not talking about weed grass.
Yeah, like
I'm talking
good.
about grass that the cows eat. Right? And his idea was to roll that into, now mind you, this obviously young stoners, right? So roll that bitch in and smoke it.
My mom and dad smoked cigarettes though, so like
And my mom smoked cigs
I
like
never
when
got
I
a
was
fucking
younger,
con-
you know what I'm saying?
I
So
did.
but so
I didn't pay attention to shit back then, so like I didn't know the fucking concept. I don't know.
so
maybe something would happen.
fast forward a few minutes after this
I
idea.
think I had learned about weed.
we have developed the grass blunt
Oh yeah.
made out of newspaper.
That it
And
was a natural blunt. It was good.
was there like any like twigs or like little shit like
I don't know.
little
All I know is
leaves and shit,
all I know is
random shit.
as soon as like I went like I was like, yeah, dude, no, that's just fucking char and ink burning.
What the fuck did we expect? Because after you hit it, I felt obligated to hit it.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
like, at this point,
Oh my god.
Like, I
that's
have
probably
to.
the start of like why I have like breathing issues today. Like it was probably that.
and it was
Exact
like,
moment.
why did that even?
But what I was to go back to it, that's how boring it was most days in our cul-de-sac. It like it was either you did
Well, a lot
dumb
of the times
shit or
because
you just
weren't
sat
even-
there and
you
stared
weren't
at each
able
other.
to leave the damn circle. He wasn't able to leave the cul-de-sac.
I was
for like
very
ever.
sheltered.
And then eventually he was, or like he'd have to ask and shit. But
Yeah, but that was after the.
But yeah, so that
rolled
shit,
up
man, that
newspapers
shit
and
was crazy. Like, and it's just like, why did? Not even only why. It's like, what kind of brain cell, like, was going in your head? that
Zero
was like,
thought. Literally
oh, yeah.
zero thought.
Let's do this. Like. Literally
So-
just straight like
just-
octane
just-
and
ink, burning
yeah,
ink,
burning ink.
just
And newspaper
charred
paper
grass.
is made from like different shit. So like, bro,
Not the most smart, glorious moment, but it's fun to look back on and be like, "Damn, that was like probably the dumbest thing I've ever thought of doing." 100%.
yeah,
Even more dumb than drinking and driving.
no,
No, I'm joking.
no, yeah, you are joking, but it's crazy, man. It's also crazy to look back and think about how stupid you were, and but hey, those are the moments you live for, right? You know what I'm saying? Those are the moments that.
But
you
then
look
we
back
did
and
have
say,
like dope ass fucking times. Like when we fucking started playing airsoft and shit like that.
Yep.
That shit was fun. Like
that
that
shit was fun as hell. We were out there like every weekend.
Well, there was like, all right, so there was like 9. Wait, 1. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's going with the people?
6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 houses in that cul-de-sac. And it went in like a straight road. His house was on the corner. There was another house on the corner. And then there was another house next to that one across the street. There was a house across from me, bro.
There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No. All right, so on the left side of the street,
3.
one house, Miss Tracy's house.
Yep.
Then the house next to them.
Yep.
Then Dorian's house. Then my house. That's 5 on just that side.
Yep.
And then Karen and Joe's house.
Yep.
Sean and Meredith's house. Which was between,
Yep.
and then where the Indians lived.
God, there
and then your house.
was.
There's 9
Holy
houses.
shit, dude.
So we used the
All
whole
that area.
cul-de-sac for like airsoft battles.
And it was kind of cool because like the back behind his house was
There's a
like
ditch.
a little retention pond with a ditch and shit. So like
we
you
had
could go
like
in there and
trails cut
hide.
out.
Yep,
We
and,
cut out
like,
trails multiple different
you could
places.
run around, like if you wanted to skate, you could go through the little trail and then get around the pond and like go back on the other side of the cul-de-sac. It was crazy, bro. And like right beside, so like the way the cul-de-sac was set up, it was right here, right? And then you had the pond back here behind Dylan's house. And then there was a neighborhood right behind the pond that if you were to go right here and then go to the left, back right here, there was like all these woods. So sometimes we would just
you could
be like, fuck it.
Some spots you could snipe through the woods at people like running and shit. Like it was fucking.
And like we would be like, fuck it, let's just go to the fucking woods. It was literally like probably what was like an acre
You're talking
maybe,
about like the little trail, right? Like right there next.
where we used to ride bikes through.
Yes. Oh my god.
It was like maybe
probably,
like 3/4 of an acre that like was just woods, and technically it was private property. I think some of it was.
It was literally set up like a wooded area airsoft.
like a
ring.
perfect
Like
like
it was.
it was set up
already
like a
set
gun. It was set up like Pine on fucking Call of Duty
Modern
on
Warfare,
Gunfight.
yeah.
Literally, it was the perfect map for
Yes.
airsoft.
And like
So we
there
used to
was
go
literally
back
a
there.
spot where you could sit on one side and the other people would sit on
Yep,
this side.
and there was like a little bunker thing that was set up for snipe, bro. Like, it was like legit. We had some good times in that thing, bro. Like I had a G36.
Yeah, and then you got a G3.
Yeah,
The G3 was mean, bro. That shit smacked, bro. That shit
Damn,
smacked.
dude, those were the times. I think
remember
I had a
one-
pistol, but no, was it a pistol?
Terry and
I had a
James,
pistol. We all had pistols and shotguns, but just the cheap ones. And then only some people had the CO2
and then
pistols.
Terry and James had the CO2.
CO2s, yep.
Which
And
that
Terry
shit
had
knocked.
a sniper that was like 500 FPS. That was
No,
like,
it was over. It was like a 1200 FPS.
bro. That
sniper,
shit was
It was a nasty sniper.
crazy.
And I remember we played. I remember one time we were over at that wooded area, and the dude had the M1 Grand. Do you remember that kid?
Yes.
That had the M1 Grand, and I was fucking with my gun, and I had a shitty ass. So I got an assault rifle from Walmart, thinking, okay, it's gonna be fully automatic.
That's
It was
right.
a fucking spring loader.
It was
so
a
every time
spring-
I
it
shot
was a clear
I had to
one, right?
I had to pull the spring back.
Oh my
shoot
God,
it,
I remember.
I was so fucking mad when I pulled that shit out of the box and tried to full
It
auto
was like the one. It was like I'm sure all y'all, anyone that's played airsoft knows what we're talking about. It was a little like M4, M16 looking one. You just pulled the thing back
and it
shoot.
loaded it.
Pulled the
Loaded
thing
it.
back, shoot.
And it had like maybe like 50 FPS. You could barely feel it.
You
Like
saw
I'd
it.
have
You
to
saw it like.
I'd have to yell at people. Like I'd shoot and be like, "It hit. Yeah, it hit you. Yeah, you didn't feel it, but it hit you.
No, that G30, bro.
It was bad."
I had that automatic. Even had it. You could so you could switch it single shot or automatic, bro.
No, but I remember I was trying to load it, and I had it in there, and I guess when I let go of the spring,
It didn't fully
it
lock or something.
No, it shot the
Yeah.
airsoft bullet out. So you're supposed to just pull it back and then put it and put it back, not just let it drop
okay,
back.
okay.
So when I did that and let it drop, it shot the BB out, and it hit the fence. Or no, it was sitting at the dude's leg, and I was like this, and it shot him right in the fucking calf. This dude with the M1 Grand.
I remember that.
Then he turns around and he's
I
like,
remember
"Yo, what
that.
the fuck?" Pointed it right at my back and shot it like I'm talking
Dude,
this close to my back.
Oh my god.
You remember that? He
that
was
was like
mad
the
as
first or
fuck.
second day you got that gun because you were so hyped that you finally had something now. And because I had the G3 and that shit was bro. It was like a G. Was it the G3 or G36? It was a G36.
You had a G36,
and, I had
and
a
then you
G3
also
too?
got a
with
G3
the long barrel. That's
you bought it.
right. That's right.
Because I remember one time I got the little mini, they're like the little mini airsoft guns. They were full auto. But
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
the
like
little,
a
I know what
mini,
you're talking about.
Mini AK-74,
yep.
and you could like akimbo. And I would start in the one part of my backyard, and you would start on the other side. And then we
That's
just say
right,
go.
that's
And bro,
right.
as
And I
soon
would
as it
snipe
go,
you.
and bro, them
That
shits
G3
fucking
was disgusting.
Remember,
God, I
I
forgot
would
about
hide
that.
behind the tree. I would be like, like, yo, stop.
But no, like, so we were all strapped up, and like Terry had shit, James had shit, and he comes through with that, and then like, but I remember that moment.
I was
we were
trying
all,
to load it
We were
up.
all sitting there loading up and like getting ready, like
And
getting
I
our gear on and
accidentally
shit.
fucking shot
And
the dude
literally,
in the calf.
the dude like, what the fuck? And then
Turn
bang.
around, point blank
And
in
Dylan
my
was a
back.
little bitch too, so he was like, oh my god.
Bro, this M1 Grand was like
Nah,
fucking
that shit was-
400 FPS,
yeah.
500 FPS, like as it is.
Yep.
So like point blank range with the barrel almost
Yep.
touching my back, bro. It broke
Where
skin.
yours is only like 100 FPS.
It
like,
broke
ain't shit.
skin. Yeah, like he's the one who was being a bitch about it. Like I just hit you with this Walmart thing. You hit me with this fucking $700 gun right in the back, bro. This shit started bleeding. I was mad as fuck and sad. Very, very painful.
It's crazy.
That's a good story though, man. That's a really good
Times,
that's
man.
good
always,
times.
Always good to reminisce and just remember the
Always.
good times and remember
Always.
that there will be better times too. You know?
Yeah. But dude, it's just crazy looking back on when we didn't have to worry about bills and didn't have to worry about working.
bills
didn't have to,
and time. Like time didn't matter. Yeah, it mattered a little bit. Like you had school the next day,
like, I gotta go to school.
or if it was
but-
the weekend, you're like, okay, I only have Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you just went to school, came home, and did the same shit again.
But what's
Like,
easier about school is like
it ended.
you
when
were for sure going to be there with at least 500 other people.
Yeah, you always gonna
With
see
your
friends.
job, like there's a lot of people that I went to school with that don't work now. Like they don't work. So it's like I have to go to work 12-hour shifts while they're sitting at home. Somebody's still paying for their shit. Like
Not
I know
not
people
only that,
like
but
that.
it's like you go to work and you're not seeing all your homies, you're seeing your coworkers.
Yeah,
you know
your
what I'm saying?
coworkers,
Whereas
and
when
they're
you went
not
to
as close.
school, you're with your homies just chilling in class, like and like
Goofing off,
if you
fucking
had some
around.
homework, you could just do that shit in class or just knock it out real quick or just not do it and
Yeah, or
fucking
just- and still
whatever.
pass
Yeah,
because-
like crazy, man. It's
it
so
was
crazy.
like it wasn't bad. Like it was easier.
You
to
thought
wake
it
up-
was because you were a kid and you didn't realize that there was more than that kind of responsibility.
Yeah, that's one thing I wish like I would have listened to my mom about. Like don't
rush it.
want to be fucking
Yeah.
older yet. Like
Because
don't-
there's sometimes
don't
where I'm
rush it.
listening to like, I mean, Detroit, I'm going to listen to now. It's going to be the same thing, but I listen to like Truly Yours or I listen to like the old Cold tapes or just whatever. And I'm like, yo, like, I picture everything that was happening. Like,
Yep.
I picture being at Laney, going to a certain class, talking to a certain person.
Vibing out in the hallways.
Like it was just crazy.
You remember certain people you haven't talked to since that time period. You're like, oh my god, I remember that person. Like,
And then it's
they were
like
they were
you
cool
flash
as fuck.
back to it and you're like, man, like, dang, I really should have slowed down in that moment because now I'm looking back like, damn.
I wish I would have soaked it in a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more.
So, but anyway, we're gonna end it on that, guys. We appreciate all the love, man.
Yeah.
We're hanging in
It's
there,
awesome.
man. We're gonna keep putting these things out.
Keep putting them out. That's all we can do.
Exactly.
And I hope you guys like it. Like we're gonna switch it up every single time.
Yep.
Like
We're gonna try and keep our core, like talk about music, talk about some kind of current events or something, and then we'll touch on the occasional gaming. But for the most part, we're gonna try and keep it fresh because we know that, like, man, this
Who wants
podcasts
to-
are cool, but like you just don't want to be bored.
Like
You
the
know what
last thing
saying?
I'm gonna do is go watch something that I know is gonna be the same exact
every single
episode it was the
Yeah.
last week or the week before that,
Yeah.
or like I personally want to see new shit when I like search people up on YouTube. So
time. Yeah.
I would assume that that's how everybody else views it. So
Yeah. So we're gonna try and keep it fresh, try and change up the topics and stuff like that.
well, we appreciate y'all for real.
Yeah, we definitely do. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to share. Please share. Like I said, like the video because the likes are really huge. The shares are huge. The comments are huge. Just let us know what you think. Let us know what you want to see. We got the Easy Like Sunday Morning channel, which is EZ, the letters, and then Like Sunday Morning. We got Dill Sensei.
Dill Sensei, yes. Dill Sensei Gaming. Subscribe to both of us. It's really
And
gonna
B
help
Green
us out.
Flex. So DYLSENSEI and then B Green with an E
We'll
and then
put
Flex.
the links in the description.
Yep, links in the description. Also, streaming tonight.
Yes, I actually so I looked up on my email and Amazon got my Elgato chat link. If you guys don't know what that is, I got an Elgato capture card so that my videos didn't look like potatoes when I recorded. And also, like, the remote play was trash. Like, I couldn't even get clean gameplay, like non-laggy gameplay on 720. So, like, I ended up getting the Elgato capture card, but I had to get a certain cord in order to be able to communicate with people in my game and for it to record their voices and my voice as well. So I have that now. So yes, I'm gonna go get that after
we
all
finish up here
this,
today.
and,
And then we're going to be streaming tonight. I will be in his party. I will not be streaming myself, but I will be in the party.
Yes.
And I'm assuming
And he's gonna
any
be getting
match he'll be
nice.
spectating me when he dies
Yes.
if we play Search.
Yep.
And then even if we're not playing Search, you'll see my name on the kill feed. Trust me.
And real quick before we also get out, a word
wait,
of advice.
Not to cut you off, but his stream is also Dill Sensei. The Twitch
Yes,
is
Dill
also
Sensei
Dill Sensei.
on Twitch. Yes, Dill Sensei.
So come check that out. We'll probably start
.com/Twitch.
around, what, like maybe 6 or something, or 7? And then
I'm probably going to throw it on probably about 5, 6.
5? I want to say 5 too.
I'm
I'm
gonna
already
do
3, so I'm trying to...
I don't know. I'm going to do 5.
5.
I'm going to get
Well,
it.
probably 5 to what, 12?
If,
Or at least
if
5
it's
to
if
11.
it's if I started at 6, it's because I'm still trying to figure out how to
Set
get
everything
the
up, yeah.
chat link.
But
to
it'll
work,
be on. Well, it doesn't matter. This is not going to be up by then anyway. So, but anyway, check that out. What were you going to say?
and I'll actually have a stream schedule coming soon when I'm actually going to be streaming. And Sunday nights is going to be one of the main
The
nights.
main nights, yeah.
But word of advice to gamers: if you do play Call of Duty,
Yes,
if you've
yeah.
had an issue recently with oh my god, like I'm hitting this dude 7, 8 times and he's not killing me, but I'm getting 2-shotted, this and that. Most likely that was a PC player that did that to you, and you have crossplay on. This man brought that shit to my attention today.
Well, not only that, especially if you're a good player, skill-based matchmaking, and some people may have noticed this, but skill-based matchmaking I've noticed with cross-play enabled, if you have it enabled, it allows you to join people just based off of the skill. So you could go into a PC lobby, an Xbox lobby, whatever the case may be, just because their KD is similar, their win-loss is similar, stuff like that. Now, the theory is that you're playing against other skilled players, so now you have a well-balanced game. But the thing is that if I'm playing on a PlayStation and I go into a lobby that has a PC player, now their connection is better than mine, and their running software is better than mine. So whenever I try and kill them, guess what they're going to do? Kill me. So
Even if you get 3 or 4 hits on
Yep.
them at first, they're still like that. The connection now with online gaming has gotten so much more dependable. Like
Yep.
you have to depend on
think
your
about
connection
Fortnite when people
more
be like,
than
oh,
even
zero ping. Like, that is like...
Yeah, why do you think they say that shit?
Because it's legit.
Like
If you have that
watch
shit,
them
take walls.
watch videos and shit where it says 0 ping on their videos.
They're taking a
And
wall. They're taking everyone's wall, and they're...
It's ridiculous. So like, I didn't believe him at first because I'm a fucking I have to see that shit. So
Yep.
I turned crossplay off, went into a team deathmatch, which I never played team deathmatch.
He just wanted to
no
test it out
mic
real
on.
quick.
Was getting 3 hit kills
Yep.
with the M4,
With the M4
which yesterday I was
consistently
getting
3 hitting,
7,
4
8
hitting.
kills. But yeah, I was
Yep.
dropping double kills within 6 bullets. So like it's like the
That's
connection
what it
thing.
is.
And when
You
you're
have
on
to
your
be
own
playing
platform,
on your base. Yep, on your base platform.
on your
base connection.
Now we're not saying you can't do that, but
Especially
not every time.
the whole point of
in
crossplay
cross-platform.
is to make it so you crossplay, right?
Yeah.
So like we have friends that play on Xbox, we have friends that play on PC. So we're gonna of course have it to play with them, but like when it's just us two, like tonight when we're streaming, more than likely
like
a lot of that's
CDL
gonna
for
be
CDL and shit like that.
PlayStation lobbies, and we're just gonna have crossplay disabled because we just want to be. We're good players, but we want to. If we're gonna be presenting content, we want it to be the optimal level. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And it makes no sense for me to go into a game where I can still perform well, but I might not get that extra few kills because of stuff like that, or I might get those extra few deaths because of stuff like that. So, but check that out. Make sure if you're running by yourself or if you're running with people on the same platform and you want to get the best
Turn it
possible
off.
game, crossplay turn off.
It works, and it's way smoother. Like it really is. I mean, it is fun playing crossplay just because it's like
Well, yeah, but like I said, it's not
nice,
an every
but
time
it's
thing.
yeah, it's definitely, especially for competitive and shit like that. Stay to
makes a
your own
difference,
platform, just because
They'll always have the advantage.
yeah, they're always gonna have it. Because I mean, you can't build a fucking PS4. You can't build
An
a
Xbox.
fucking $5,000 setup into a PS4.
Yeah.
But PC can. And guess what? If you throw $5,000 into that shit, it better be better than a $500 system. You
It
get what I'm
is.
saying? So if you have the PS4 Pro, which I do, and you have it only on that platform, now your PS4 is going to be running better than the people that have the first generation, which there's a lot of people that still have that. So that's a up right there. You'll get into matches faster and then just run smoother in general. So I'm ready to
Yeah,
I'm ready to get this competitive playing, man, because we've been getting nice. It's just that issue, and it's started with this new season. It wasn't that bad last season.
Yeah.
It was not this bad last season. So I don't know what it is.
All right, we're gonna let the stream show 'em.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you. And
I flipped it over.
look forward to having you next time.
Yes.
Big Green
thank
Flex
you.
signing out.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Love you guys.